I guess I could probably take these off now. This, by the way, if you guys are wondering, this is a compression glove, and it helps me with my carpal tunnel, which I guess I don't know. It helps. I don't know. Does it help? It probably does. It feels nice when I wear it, let's just say. Anyway, today was an interesting day. I didn't really get the moves that I was really waiting for, but I was cautious. I knew it's a 4-day week. I knew, a lot of traders are going to be on holiday already. I knew some of the breakouts and the fall throughs are probably going to be a little bit shaky. And, I was waiting for the setups that I wanted. I got a few of them, walked away green, and I think that's the most important part. I do have like this little bit of FOMO that I'm somehow leaving a lot of money on the table today. I did miss some really, really nice moves with MYOS, and I don't know, it is what it is. I kind of want to keep trading, but I know, it's good to just draw a line in the sand sometimes and be like, you know what, I'm done. At this point, the only reason I would want to keep on trading is just because I have this like desire to keep trading, not because I'm seeing the setup. So you gotta acknowledge that, and you gotta walk away, or not, or if you see the right setups. I'm just kidding. So guys, let's go to the charts now. Let's talk about these trades we did today, and then we can enjoy some downtime. Plus, get ready for tomorrow, the last trading day of the week and before the long 4th of July weekend. Like always, guys, don't forget to drop a like if you enjoy the content. If you're totally new here, consider subscribing. The community is really, really good fun. I learn, I think, something new every day when I trade with you guys. Let's talk to the charts now. All right, guys, welcome back to the recap video. So, actually, let me quickly share. Okay, yeah, it is streaming. I wasn't totally sure. It's the worst when you do a recap video and you're like, oh my God, I didn't record any of that. Okay, so no, wait, hold on. So we had a little bit of a green day here, $79 on the day. Not really too bad because we only were trading, smaller position size. Let's see here, for example, $400 for a $1,200 position size. Here, for example, $300, $612, $1,800 position size. We only did 3 trades today. Here, for example, $700, $714, $21. So we had one trade over, $2,000, but it was a total scratch, $0. Sold at 317 or bought at 317, sold at 317. So smaller position size day, but we were still able to walk away with $80 profit. So pretty sweet there. Kind of goes to show that, I think we almost had like a 7-8% day now that I think about it. So not really too bad. I would love to grow our position sizes a little bit more. And I think I will. The big kind of thing was we wanted to do this kind of thing really steadily. So we put $25,300 into the account. And now we are at 8,000 or 25,000. Oh my God, I can't, because I'm exhausted. It was a long day today. I'm at $25,836. So it was a nice little account growth in this unlimited account. Yeah, so let's talk about some of these stocks. We have, which one was the first one I think we were trading? I think it was YRCW. I didn't do any sort of pre-market trade, so let's quickly look at this one. I think this was right out of the gates. Yeah, we had a quick little red to green move on YRCW. Let me just kind of go back here a little bit so you can see the full kind of shebang here a little bit. 140% gapping up pre-market, 32 million float, U.S. trucking company with a $700 million loan from the U.S. government, part of the CARES program from coronavirus. Some of the funding they put in place for businesses. And the U.S. government got 30% of the company, which, I mean, that's a whole different argument alone if that's really what the government should be doing. But it's kind of an interesting thing here, interesting catalyst. Mind you, YRCW yesterday had a market cap of 69 million. Now it's 114 million. So this is a lot of money. This is like 10 times the amount of money that your company's even worth. So it's a crazy big loan. And that's why YRCW was shooting up so much pre-market, 140%. However, at the market open, it started selling off kind of a bit, 30%. I'm always wary of those companies. So I bought the red to green move on a pretty big dip to the downside. It was like a 10% dip. Oops, let me get back in here. Let me scoot in one more time so we can see this a little bit better. Yeah, this candle popped to the upside, 10% dip. I bought here 313, pulled all the way back to 307. I was like, oh, did I just buy too early? Like I was, typically 2-3 red candles happen, but I knew this was a big sell-off after a big dip. And I was like, this is probably overextended. This was a 9% move total. I didn't walk away with nearly that much. I walked away with 12 cents a share, which is probably like 4 or 5%. Not maybe, yeah, probably like 4%. So not really like the worst trade. With big position sizes would have been like pretty intense. So I'm still happy I'm using smaller share size until we build a bit more of a cushion here. Which we kind of already have. So I probably will be increasing share size at one point. The rest of the day, YRCW, I don't know. I didn't really feel like I wanted to trade it anymore. It really had this nice reversal here, 26%. I felt like it was kind of hard to time. Like, when do you want to really be trading this? At no point was I like, oh, here's a clear signal, unless you like bought as we moved above the EMA with big volume here. But then it could have easily pulled back and you would have been down 5%. I don't know. This is a tricky one. Buying this breakout here might have been the one secondary move I would have traded. Other than that, I don't know. Definitely did have some interesting moves. This one was kind of cool, 306, had to pull back again, 304, and then try to pop above here. I was looking at that pretty closely. Oh, let's see. Actually, it's like, I'm going to put an alert here. This thing might start popping up. Let me smack this with a little bit of an alert. I wouldn't be surprised if it started moving. I mean, it just, had a kind of an aggressive sell-off. But maybe it's going to come back from the woodwork. Let's see what happens. Going to the next trade here, we have QLGN. This one I've been saying wrong all day. QLGN. It's not popping up on our scanners, and I think the reason it's not popping up on our scanners, at least that's what I've been told, is the fact, YRCW, one second, is the fact that, oh, wrong. Sorry guys, 1 second here. Just typing it wrong. QLGN. It's the fact that it doesn't show the dollar volume. And since it doesn't show the dollar volume, the market cap, since it doesn't show the market cap, it's not on the scanner. I don't know. It's a weird problem. It's not on my scanner. It should be on the scanner. It fits the filters 100%. I like triple double checked it. It should be good to go. Anyway, QLGN was looking really good. This one, 60% gapper pre-market, 10 million float, US biotech, FDA distribution of coronavirus antibody test approval. So really nice news there. And I was like, okay, this is looking good. We had a first leg up, we're consolidating, and now we're having the second leg up. And I should have jumped on this one a little harder, had a 16% move out of the gates, but then sold off. Big resistance at about 7.75. You can see here, $8 on the hourly chart is just mean zone. So it hit that area and then pulled right back off. I went ahead and bought the dip here on this one. We had a pretty nice little sell-off, 1, 2, 3, 4 candles, 5 red candles in a row, and I knew that $6 was roughly major support. So I bought on the $6. We pulled back a little bit more. Weak bounce here, and I sold on this red candle actually. If I held a little bit longer, maybe I could have walked away with like another 2% or so. But ultimately, not a home run trade, but just a classic base hit. At no point was I really too stoked about trading QLGN the rest of the day. I don't know. It was just kind of flying under the radar. Then we had MYOS. This one was kind of interesting, and I was really thinking like, oh man, MYOS, I should be probably considering trading this one. With that merger news float of south of 10 million, I don't know, it was all over the place with the news articles, but it definitely had a few good things about it. But yeah, VWAP was kind of holding it down, and then it broke out higher here. I should have bought here on this quick 9-minute pullback. Again, nice pullback here. I just missed a lot of moves on it. And then I was like, finally, okay, here's my chance. Let me try to trade it in this area. Got a nice pullback. Popped higher, popped lower. I got shaken out. Did do a nice little continuation move, 15%. But at this point, I was already out of this one. I was so nervous we're going to have a big, 5-10% drop on this one. And this is on this trade, I finally used bigger position size as well. 714.21. This is my $2,100 position size roughly. So I don't know. At no point was I really convinced. So I think a big lesson today is, there's nothing wrong with really not jumping on trades if you're not feeling it. But when you do find the right one, just like the first tickers I was talking about, then it's, then you really want to take that opportunity. Just like YRCW. If I waited around a little too long, this move would have been over, and I'm so happy I snagged it because that's the one I wanted pre-market. I jumped on it. I got what I wanted. I took my profits, although a little bit late. I could have walked away with more money if I took profits at the 9-minute EMA, and then just moved on. If I didn't trade anything else, if I only took 2 more trades, trades the rest of the day, whatever, so be it. There's really nothing wrong with, like trying to force trades all the time. Yes, I could have been more aggressive with MYOS, but this is a marathon. This is not some sort of sprint where I'm trying to make, a bunch of money in one day. I'm working on a skill. I'm working on my system. And if a trade doesn't fit my system per se, I'll miss it, but I'll learn from it so I can adjust my system. And MYOS, for sure. I mean, this thing definitely fitted. I did not see MYOS in this area. We were looking at it when it was already kind of breaking past this area. So I was like, this is a really nice move, but it looks like I totally missed this one. Will I keep trading today? I don't know. Probably not. I really like the fact of wrapping up trading. It really kind of creates it makes me want to trade more when I'm actually trading, and two, it's so easy to stare at the market all day long, and then you just kind of start losing your mind, and then you start giving back profits. You get emotional. You start revenge trading. You have a bit more FOMO. To me, I'm at the end of a longer day. It's what time is it here? It's like 6 p.m. almost here. So it's just I've already worked in the morning before, had my lunch workout and all that stuff. And, now this is like my part 2 of work. And you got to think, how exhausted are you usually at like 6 o'clock after a long day of work? I mean, I'm getting up at like 6:50. So it's a long day. So if I keep trading till like 10 p.m. my local time when the market closes, no, it's going to be unhealthy. I'm going to miss dinners. Not dinners, more like, just eating dinner. It's going to be messing with my life too much. So I like to wrap up at one point. I got to say though, YRCW looks like an interesting little dip play here. So maybe we'll do like 1 or 2 more trades. I don't know. We'll see. You guys will obviously know if I do any more trades. They will all be documented on Trade Journal, which you guys have all access to. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. See you next time. Like always, stay safe, make some awesome trades, hit the like button, join the community. Till then, ciao, ciao.